Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of 60 Mick Formula. Hope you are doing well today. Tonight we're going to be talking about something really dope. We're going to be talking about how long it takes for your Siberian Husky to stop biting. Now I know so many of you are getting that Husky puppalicious, bringing them home. You're like, baby, I need myself a wolf dog. And as soon as you bring them home, they just start biting. They start going insane, nibbling and biting all over everything, especially your little hands. So when does that stop? Will it ever stop? Are they gonna keep biting until they are 130,000 years old? Find out the answers to this and more on another episode of that 60 Formula, where we find out when Siberian Huskies stop biting. Come on, let's go. What you see, princess? What you see? Now, before we start out, I want to show you guys something pretty crazy cool, kind of disgusting, but also neat. When you get a Siberian Husky puppy, it's going to take a little bit. They're going to grow up, and eventually, they're going to lose all of their baby teeth. Now, you're probably like, dude, are those what I think they are? And the answer is yes. These are the Huskies' baby teeth. Now, the ones in this one, I believe, are Gila's. They look the oldest, right? And then the one in this little Dickinson's jelly jar are Britney Spears's. So I have kept all of their puppy teeth intact right here in front of me. And you can see every single one of these busters falls out. Now, you're not able to retrieve all of them. Unfortunately, some of the teeth get in your dog's mouth, go down the old chamber, and end up in the old poo locker. So you're not gonna be able to retrieve every tooth, but it is pretty cool to try and find them laying around your house when they are little itty bitty puppies. But let's talk about what happens when you bring that puppo home and they start biting all sorts of stuff in your house, including the edges of the wall, the sides of their bowl, maybe your little fingers, and it's a problem. Well, I want to address this to you guys so you guys are aware, so you know what to expect. First things first, when you bring a Siberian Husky puppy home, they should be about 8 weeks old. Now, at 8 weeks, the Siberian Husky puppy is going to be learning their bite threshold. You're probably like, what does that mean? What is a bite threshold? Well, basically what is happening is your Siberian Husky puppy is trying to learn how hard they are allowed to bite other dogs and you. See, when your Siberian Husky gets to be a lot older, their bite is going to be so strong that it could break clear through your arm or leg bone. So it is important that when they get older, they know exactly how hard they are allowed to bite you and other people. Now you're like, when will my dog ever bite me? I'm not talking about real biting. I'm talking about play biting mostly, but this also does include defense biting. So when you bring your Husky puppo home, the last thing you want to do is tell them not to bite you. I know that's such a weird concept, like, yo, don't I want to fight the biting? Don't I want to get them to stop? Yes, you do, my friend, but you got to let a Husky puppy do their biting. Now, what do you do in the meantime when you're waiting for them teethers to fall on out? Well, you got to get hard toys so that in the meantime, when your puppo is chewing on stuff, it's not the floorboard or your fingers. Now, this is going to last till about 4 to 6 months, and then around that time, at around 4 to 6 months, your Siberian Husky's teeth are going to begin to fall out. Now, this may happen earlier, it may happen later. It all depends on your puppo. But when those teeth start falling out, get ready for some of the most intense teething and chewing you've ever seen, my friend. It's going to get really bad. Basically, you want to promote this kind of behavior. Getting your dog on the floor, chewing on things, that's the kind of thing you want to get into. And you can do this by buying plenty of different types of textured toys. Get deer antlers, get nylabones, get Kong toys that are pure rubber, get soft toys, get all sorts of things that are good for dogs to chew on. When they teeth, they need these little crevices to go in between their gums. And as you can see on this toy that Gila is chewing right here, there's little knobs on it so that she can get in between all of her gums. And that's exactly the kind of thing you're looking for. Look, Gila's like, this is the best little teething thing I ever done did. Now remember, the teething is going to last until about 6 or 7 months. Now I'd say 7 months is a little bit late, but it could last that long. And if it does, don't worry about it. Now, once all of your Huskies' teeth do grow in, all of their teeth done falled out, and all you have left is to watch them grow, this is the part when the teething is the worst. Like I said, grab those toys and make sure you're constantly shoving it in their mouth. Now, this is when you are going to start implementing no and telling them that biting is not okay. This is the point when it is okay to start saying, hey, it is absolutely wrong to bite. At this point, they have learned their bite threshold. They've lost all of their teeth and they've gained all of their adult teeth. So now at this point, you start saying, guess what, bucko? Time to stop that biting. Now, this should happen at about 6 or 7 months. That's what I said. So guys, look, you're looking at about 3 whole solid months of dealing with husky puppy biting before you can even start to nip it in the bud. You cannot tell your itty bitty puppy Husko to not bite you before they figure out their bite threshold. So just keep that in mind. I get so many people coming to the channel saying, when will my Siberian Husky stop biting? Probably around 6 or 7 months. Biting is the way a dog tells you things. It's how they grab stuff. It's how they basically communicate with you before you teach them to communicate with you. So just remember, a dog's mouth is like their hand and they need to learn how to use that hand effectively. Don't tell them not to bite in the early months, not until after they've lost all of their baby teeth. Then absolutely get a low voice, tell them not to bite, and when they do, anytime they're chewing on something, you gotta use that adult supervision, my friends. Then you go up and you say, hey bro, look, he's like, I gotta be in the shot too, my son. I remember Hila, we called her the terrible T-Rex because all she ever did was bite. It was like what she wanted to do was communicate with her mouth, and we had to constantly fight it, constantly say no, take our hands away when she bit them. Anytime she put our hands in her mouth, we say, no, lick. And she would switch it to a lick, and once she licked our hand, we constantly praised her and gave her cuddles. That's what you gotta do to advance your dog onto level 2. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. If your husky puppy is biting, don't worry. It's gonna take them a little bit of time to knock it off. They got a lot of stuff they gotta go through as a husky puppy. They gotta figure out their bite threshold. They gotta get rid of all those baby teeth, and they gotta grow all the adult ones in before they're regular doggos and they're ready to be trained not to bite. So keep that in mind. You're looking at about a 6-month-old puppy before you start that no biting training. We want to thank you guys so much for visiting the channel on a regular basis. Look at this creep right here. What are you even doing, boy? If you like our channel, don't hesitate to subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below, and check out our Patreon, our Facebook, and our Instagram. We love you guys so much. Keep coming back and checking out the vids. We will see you tomorrow with another episode of Guess What? Yup, whatever we make. Peace! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.